Good fucking evening, everyone. All you beautiful people, all you super woke Twitter people out there tonight, we want to welcome you all to our beautiful podcast. Before I even get into anything, I just want to say welcome back to myself. It's been too long. We ain't even going to talk about it. Shit's weird. Shit happens. Everything is awesome. And just so you know, we are your fantasy friends. Right over here to this fucking way, we got Eric. How you doing, bud?
I'm good, man. I'm phenomenal. We're all three kind of fighting off I guess we're getting over a cold that we had. That's why we didn't do this on Tuesday. So if you can hear the extra dulcet husky tones in my voice, it's because I'm all hopped up on cough medicine.
Gotcha. And then down below me, we have the realest, the illest, the biggest, chillest, Big Chill Squad. Jason, how you doing, baby?
I'm doing great. I'm living strong. I don't remember what I'm supposed to be living. It was something incredibly strange. Help me out, Eric. I was supposed to be
living strange. I'll take that.
I don't know. I was just blown away by Cam's intro for you.
It's the best one I've ever had. Thanks, Cam.
Hey, that's what you get when I'm the host. That's what you guys are going to get.
That's why he's the host now.
Mm-hmm.
It was something about a lamp. I can't remember.
Oh shit! Oh, butthurt lamp.
Yeah,
your butthurt lamp. Yeah,
living butthurt lamp.
Yeah,
I love
my
it.
autocorrect. My autocorrect does laughing my ass off to lamp, and I use that entirely too much. I don't know why I can't just go for a simple LOL.
It's ducking horrible, isn't it?
It's ducking horrible. Hey, Anthony, I want to let you know that it is nice to have fantasy friends, and you're my friend now, and that's amazing. And we're all friends here. So enough with the intros and all that bullshit. Again, the disclaimer at the beginning: this is not, a listen at work podcast. Not safe for work. I was trying to say, but I always think of porn when I say that, so I try not to say it. So
there might be.
Now it's really not safe for work. So
I mean. Don't ever limit us. Don't ever put us in a box.
We might have porn next week. Who knows? If you are interested, let us know. Jay, I know you're watching. Keith, you're probably watching too. Tran, I know you're watching. Let us know.
Definitely Tran. I feel like Tran has some things.
Butt stuff for sure.
Anyway, this is it's fun being back. So the first thing we're gonna do this week, we normally do you're talking good, but we have nothing good to talk about this week. So we're come here. Fuck it, we're just gonna bite the bullet on this one. Say hey, Damien.
Hey.
All right.
Hey, buddy.
That's my son. He's awesome.
Now get out of here.
He is.
Yeah.
He's
so
awesome.
we're gonna be doing okay.
Hello.
We're gonna be doing a cookie draft. We recently got into a debate in our fantasy league about cookies, which cookies are the best. And obviously, if you're a fan of the show, Eric, I don't know what you're doing here. You're just flipping everything around. It's bothering me, but we're okay. We're back on track. I'm at the top. And Big Chill is too. Anyway, so we're doing a cookie draft because we got really heated on a few different cookies. And I'm really interested to see how everybody's going to draft here. And by luck of the draw, I got to go first, which is amazing. And, I see what you did here, Eric. It's going to go like this. Whatever clockwise or counterclockwise you see.
It's fine. You don't have to explain it.
Yeah, I felt like I should have explained it, but I'm not going to. It's all good. So for your first pick in the cookie draft from me, I'm going to go with the best one. There's nothing better than a white chocolate chip macadamia nut. Boom, right off the bat. Jason, you're up next.
Wow.
Ouch. So, this is so rough because I said earlier it was my favorite cookie. So, I don't
if you
like
don't
that.
take it,
Eric's going to take it.
I don't
shame.
like that though.
I
don't like that though because Derrick Henry is my favorite player, but I'm not going to take him 101. You know what I mean?
That's fine. Be true. You don't have to be true to yourself. It's all right.
I have to be true to the draft, baby. That's what we do here.
Yeah.
So if I'm gonna be true to the draft,
I like it. Let me hear it.
I just give me that good old fashioned chocolate chip.
Hey,
you notice what they want on Twitter. I hear you.
Yeah. The chocolate chip, man. I was like, there's no way it's going to fall to me at like the 103.
All right, no way.
So I have What? What the I've got two choices here. I've got two choices.
Yep.
We're gonna do a snake
You get the
wise.
turn.
And we're gonna do 3 cookies, right, Cam? We're only gonna do 3 rounds. Okay.
3 rounds, yep.
So I'm gonna be true to myself. Unlike these, well, I guess Cam was true to himself. Unlike the whatever you want to call Jason, some sort of pander.
Sexy.
He's a panderer, sexy panderer.
A panda
Sexy
bear? A panderer bear?
Sexy pandering bear.
Oh God. I was gonna make. Never mind. I was gonna make a language joke, like your mother tongue is pandering. But let me get a snickerdoodle because they're delicious, and let me get. This is my heart pick. M&M. Give me an M&M cookie. Those that's honestly better than a chocolate chip, guys. It's the same dough, but you also get a little candy crunch with your chocolate. Just saying.
Yeah, you're a total asshole.
Cam, are you writing these down?
I am. I'm not being rude like people on Twitter. I'm actually. Oh, I'm firing shots all night. I don't care, dude. Twitter's gotten so fucking stupid. How rude of me.
How
it's
rude.
insensitive.
Right.
I apologize.
Jason. Are you looking at a list of cookies over there? What you doing?
No, I'm looking directly at you, baby.
Yeah. It's hard.
I'm staring at your eyes.
I want the all right, look, we talked about it the other day. I want the raspberry cheesecake cookies from Subway. Specifically, the ones from Subway.
Okay.
I'll put from Subway.
I don't want to fuck with anything else, just the ones from Subway.
All right. Well, so for me, it's a very specific one too. It's the sugar cookies from Walmart Bakery. They are amazing. They're still like doughy.
I thought about it.
Sugar cookies from Walmart. All right. And it's back to me again. And so I'm going to go super basic white bitch on this one. And I love me a good pumpkin cookie. In the fall time, when the leaves are changing and I just can't get enough pumpkin spice lattes, I go to Walmart and I get my pumpkin cookies.
So all your cookies come from Walmart, basically.
Pretty goddamn much. Times is tough. Jason, it's back to you, bud. Pleasure game.
No, pumpkin was legit. All right, so this is where I shoot my shot. This is where I shoot my shot because I will be loyal to my actual favorite cookie. But I had to play some games for Twitter right quick.
Okay.
Lastly, we take just the most amazing fit best dessert ever, a peanut butter cookie. You know the one. Your mom probably put a little 8 cross pattern in it with a fork.
Mm-hmm.
It was probably just like pure fucking Reese peanut butter all the way in your face.
Pretty much.
Jif.
It's that cheap ass Peter Pan peanut butter.
If you was broke as hell, you got that Peter Pan. All right, and you probably got the one with like the honey and the shit in it. They made that shit better because they knew you were fucking poor, and they felt bad about it, and so they gave you more. But that, you know what I'm talking about. Sometimes you see the Hershey Kiss in the middle.
Yeah.
Sometimes you see the Hershey Kiss.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and put the Hershey Kiss in the middle of mine.
All right. I like it. That made it so much better to me.
Call it an audible. All right.
Because it's a football podcast. What up?
I did.
All right, Eric. Jason, that was amazing. Like, I wasn't all about the peanut butter cookies, but now I'm like, man, I kind of want one. Like, you really sold
because
it.
we were poor.
Yeah, we were.
That's why we were talking to ourselves.
Yeah. It's like the government cheese, man. That shit ain't good, but like it hit different when you were a kid.
Oh yeah.
We just know about some things.
Yeah.
I like it.
Freaking. All right, so
I have oh my God. I never thought I would have. What's the segment you and Eric always do? Sea stories.
Oh, yeah.
I never thought I would have an Eric Johnson sea story, but that just triggered one.
Eric, give me your last pick and put that shit
Go
up.
ahead, yeah. Go ahead.
Let me get I honestly don't know what to take here. Let's see. Can I take a double stuffed Oreo?
Yeah,
That's a cookie. Yeah. I
Double
did not
stuffed
even think
Oreo.
about the packs of cookies. Fuck.
that's a badass move. Yeah. All right.
All right. Well,
I wanted
So-
a sugar cookie. I was hoping that would come back, but
so
Cam got-
pretty much I took white chocolate chip, sugar cookies from Walmart.
oh,
and
don't you
pumpkin
forget those
cookies.
macadamia nuts.
Yeah.
White chocolate
gotta-
macadamia
Oh, yeah.
nut.
White
Fully
chocolate chip
credit
macadamia nut.
yourself.
Come on. So I said white chocolate chip macadamia nut. Because I can't spell, and I didn't want to say all that, so I just said whatever. I'm fast typing, whatever, dude. T9
That's what Cam thinks it actually is. It's a white chocolate macadamia nut.
I'm like Charlie Day
Stop
from
blaming them.
It's Always Sunny. Me need a money now. Me need money. Do money. Give me money. I also took sugar cookies from Walmart and pumpkin cookies from Walmart. Jason took good old chocolate chip cookies. He took the raspberry cheesecake cookies from fucking Subway. And he also took the peanut butter cookie, and he sold it like a motherfucker. And Eric took a snickerdoodle, which is fucking trash. And then he took an M&M cookie, which is amazing. And then he took a double stuffed Oreo. So he had two amazing cookies and one that
Y'all legit don't like snickerdoodles?
No,
Oh no, I like
dude.
everything. I'm fat. Obviously, I eat it all. But I don't. I mean, but the snickerdoodle wasn't a number one pick.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, you just took a Jamarcus Russell right there. I'm just.
I don't know
You
about
went for
that.
shock value, and Twitter's pissed.
It was at least Greg Oden. It was at least a Greg Oden.
I wrote
Okay.
raspberry.
It was a Greg Oden. I'm fair. That's fair.
Now
Yes.
tell us, all right, what is this story about me?
see
Is it a
story.
cookie story about
No.
me?
Real quick. So just sometimes it's nice to look back on your terrible upbringing as a positive.
Mhm.
For most people who have not watched this podcast, if anybody's watching this podcast who doesn't know us from our hometown, we're from the seventh poorest city in the nation. So we grew up a certain kind of way, and we like to think that we've evolved a lot from that. But I remember once upon a time, Eric and I, since these stories seem to get a little graphic at times, Eric and I, we shared a night in Blacksburg. And Eric used to go to Radford University, and he had many a friend from Radford University. But I have never seen someone be such a badass pimp in my life as Eric Johnson was this night. Basically, Eric invites me.
Hold on a second. Can you tell this story? My wife might watch this.
Oh no, it's a good one. It's a good
Okay.
one. Eric. Eric invites me and my baby mother, as we will say, at the time we were together, out, for a night on the town in Blacksburg. We've been out, he's been out of college for like 5 years or something like that, and we just so happened to run into an old roommate. And I have never seen a man literally just push a woman out of the way like Mr. Erik Johnson did. It is the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life, because this woman would come over to my girlfriend and be like, I heard about them Henry County boys. I heard about them men in Martinsville. And the whole night, she's trying so hard, and Eric's just completely oblivious the whole time. But she keeps talking me up by proxy. So it's like the best thing. She's like the best wingman ever, who also failed to do anything at all that night. And it was one of my favorite moments, because I got to go home with my head like swollen this big. And Eric just didn't even recognize that she lived or was there the entire time. And that was the best. That was one of the best things you've ever done for me.
I got you, bro.
Eric, you're a good dude. We give you a lot of shit deservingly, but you're a good dude.
Yeah, he lived.
I want to say
He
I
really
remember
didn't do
that.
anything. He didn't do anything, but
I'm a good
at
dude.
the same time, he did a lot of things by not doing anything.
Eric, you need to quit focusing on the good dude part. We're past it.
No,
Yeah,
no.
maybe you're just
I'm changing my
one of those
name
guys-
to Good Dude right now.
Nice. Well,
I remember that night when you were talking about, Jason. Just FYI.
It was hilarious.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about too.
There's gonna be a
Off the
lot of
top of
people.
my head now, I'm like, oh,
There's gonna be a lot
Yeah.
of people asking questions after this, and I'm glad I don't have to be a part of that.
we'll
so-
tell some Cam. I'll tell some stories. Hold on, no, I was playing.
Oh God, no! Please, for the love of fuck,
It
we'll save
wasn't
that.
anything bad. Man.
Yeah, no, it was, I was just joking.
I'm gonna tell
It
some
was
bad
just
stories.
a good story for
Not-
me.
We're not going to tell bad stories about Camo here because of the implications afterwards. Anyway, so we're going to roll right into the actual meat and potatoes of this pod. We're going to keep it simple this week. The boys here pick their guys that stand out this year in fantasy football. It don't matter what you tell them. You can give them stats. You can give them like facts. Don't fucking matter. They're going to tell you can go fuck yourself, and these guys are going to do great. So because of that, I'm just going to send it right off to Jason with his first pick. Who is your guy that nobody can tell you anything different about?
Man, I hadn't really put them in order.
Oh, it's all good.
But I'm going to start with a guy who scared me tonight because he didn't play at all.
If
And
you
I'm
ain't
not really
scared,
sure
you ain't
why.
having fun.
But it was Miles Sanders. This is a guy I've drafted in almost every league I'm in. Erik can attest to that. I feel like he's being so undersold. He's a third-year back, 14th best running back as a rookie. I mean, top 15 guy. Last year, yeah, the Eagles sucked, man. Everybody sucked, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're so ready to give Carson Wentz a chance, and we're so ready to say, "Oh, he's going to be okay," but we're like discounting Miles Sanders and I don't really understand why. We talked about this a million times on this specific pod. The 3 weeks that he played with with Jalen Hurts, played 100% of snaps at QB. He averaged 17 points a game, almost 18 points a game. He beat the best defense in football and scored 27 points on them. At the time, I understand the offense has changed, okay? But it's Sirianni's offense. One of the things that indicated to me that there's nothing to worry about is the way it was reported was the very first day of training camp, the very first play of training camp, Jalen Hurts throws it to Miles Sanders for a touchdown. Okay, well, if you watched Phillip Rivers in that Indianapolis Colts offense last year, the running backs were the receivers, okay? Those guys caught everything. So to hear that that's how they fucking started camp, like, that's a pretty cemented thing in my brain, On top of that, this guy, I don't like a lot of rookies, man. Like, I'm always, like, slow to believe a rookie's going to do something. I preach about rookie running backs because there's kind of like a desperation to use them right away when you're not spending money, right? Or you're spending a certain amount of money. You're not out here competing money-wise. So my thing is, teams like, Pittsburgh, they'll use the shit out of Najee Harris this year. But Miles Sanders, he was a guy that players like really talked up at when he was coming in. And I can't hear you guys. I don't know if something's happened, but
Oh no, I'm still here, bud.
okay.
I was coughing.
I did the same thing. I was coughing.
Okay. All right, but you just scared me.
Jason's
but,
like, fucking hell.
Yeah, but Miles Sanders, when you're a musician and then everything just goes quiet, you're like,
yeah,
I can't hear to my monitor. My monitor.
There's no buzz,
Yeah, you're like,
nothing. Yeah,
is this hell?
That's the
Is
worst.
this my hell? Can I not hear anymore? Is this it
it's hell.
for me? That'd be my hell. But yeah, man, look, Miles Sanders is a player's player. He's amazing. It's only his third year. He's getting, in my opinion, a lot of disrespect for what he's done. I have no doubts about picking this guy. Again, he's never been like a 3-down work, he's never been really that back. He's always had to share with somebody. Somehow, some way, the Eagles have always worked a rotation in, and he's still been great in fantasy. So I just don't understand, in a year when he's probably the best athlete at his position on that offense, I just don't understand why there's a ton of hate out there for that guy, because Jalen Hurts is going to get a lot of things wrong. Okay, he just is, and you got Ertz stealing from Goddard now, and that's kind of screwed. We talked a lot about Goddard's potential. Now you got Ertz just outplaying the shit out of him at camp. I saw Kenny Gainwell going off earlier in the preseason game, so he's going to press on Sanders. But I just don't see anybody else. I heard Boston Scott might get some carries, but I just don't see anybody coming at it the way Miles Sanders will.
I dig it. I think you really made your case for Miles Sanders. And something about Jason, he's been doing it he's done it on the pod. He's done it in our league chat. So this is a man that truly believes. And I'm excited to see what happens this year. Somebody is definitely on my radar.
Yeah, we're in 2 startups right now, Jason and I. And in both of them, it's a multiverse. You took Miles in both, right? I mean, he's going as the RB19 right now at the end of the 3rd round. That's pretty damn good value to me. So I like that.
Oh yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and flip it over to Erik, man. Who's your first guy that can't nobody fuck with that you were just 100% will die on the hill?
Man, I identified him early, and I'm not trying to toot my own horn or anything like that. But T.J. Hawkinson, he literally, there's no one else to throw the ball to in Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown, awesome, but a rookie. Has by all reports been balling out in camp. But they went from Kenny Golladay, Marvin Jones, and Danny Amendola as their starting 3 wide receivers in 2020 to trash, like straight up trash. So he saw 101 targets with a better receiving core last season. Granted, Golladay was injured. However, his opportunity share, his target share is only going to go up, in my opinion. And he's not going to leave the field. Dan Campbell is a former freaking tight end himself. I know he's going to pride him. He's going to pride himself on, getting in with TJ, with Hawkinson, and really helping with blocking and things like that. He was 11th in run blocking in 2020, according to PFF grades. So he's already, in the upper echelon of tight ends as that goes. I think he was 14th, in a receiving grade from PFF as well. He's a tight end 6 right now in terms of ADP. He's overall 56. So you're having to take him middle to end of the 5th round. For me personally, that goes against my draft philosophy. If I don't get one of those top 3 tight ends, like the first 3 rounds or so, I typically wait till like round 9, 10 to even fuck with a tight end. But I'm going to make an exception this year for TJ Hawkinson because Detroit is going to be in perpetual catch-up mode with how bad this defense is, how bad they were last year. They really didn't get a lot better in my eyes, just honestly. So they're always going to be playing catch-up. That's a lot of targets to go around. I'm going to say this. He's good. He was a top 5 tight end, in 2020. He's going to be a top 3 tight end. He's going to finish as a top 3 tight end in 2021. I don't know if it's going to be Kittle, Waller, Kelsey. Somebody's going to fall off. And Hawkinson is your next big 3 in the tight end category.
Damn, you're talking about a hot take. That's a hot take.
Spicy.
That's one thing. That's one thing that eludes me from fantasy. Tight ends to me, like obviously you got your big ones there, and I just because people were so quick to throw about. This is my problem with tight ends. Is people are so quick to throw around, hey, this guy's going to be the next, Kelsey. This guy's going to be the next so and so or whatever. I don't know enough about it to fucking. I just know Kelsey and fucking Kittle are literally the greatest things that ever happened to the tight end position. So.
Before that, you had Gronk, you had Tony Gonzalez. They always roll in like 3s.
Hey, this year you might have Gronk again, man. I'm telling you guys.
Telling you
there's no reason to think back in his fucking flow now, He took a year off, and then he comes back. He gets integrated in this offense. Then he come back out.
Dude, he was still like top 8 in terms of total snaps for tight ends. I saw that earlier today, and I was like, what the fuck? But I think OJ Howard coming back might throw a little damper on that, but I think he's coming off an Achilles, I want to say. OJ Howard, that is. So it's either an ACL or Achilles. I can't remember which one.
Or Hercules.
Tom Brady knows when he has Rob Gronkowski that he's unstoppable. So I never put anything past him.
So we're going to roll right into Jason's second pick that is undeniable, untouchable throwback to Corn, who you
He said, "Who you got?" He had to mute himself.
Yeah, who you got? Sorry,
Oh.
I had to
Oh.
mute. Yeah, who you got
There
for your
was a-
second
there was a
man?
child speaking.
So my second one, and I'm not falling into Eric's trap right here. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna keep this last one last. My second one's gonna be an easy one. It's Curtis Samuel. This man is on his 4th year in the NFL. A young guy. He gets to come back home to the man who drafted him into the offense he was drafted into. Last year, he had over 100 touches. 30 plus of those were from running the ball, legitimately running the ball. And this year, he gets to play beside a guy. So he's always been a wide receiver 3. He gets to play as a wide receiver 2 beside a guy in Terry McLaurin, who's made himself known as an absolute stud in the NFL without ever having a true quarterback to call his own. Like, this guy has done it just on pure talent alone. And I think if you watched any of the preseason game earlier, you saw Fitzpatrick hit McLaurin early in traffic just to be like, oh yeah, y'all see that. You know what I mean? It was something of beauty. And I just know with Terry McLaurin and Ryan Fitzpatrick having a relationship and they're going to get going at some point in this season, Curtis Samuel is going to, his targets and his ceiling is just going to start going up. And, we've never seen him as a wide receiver 2, but the guy's got 4.3 speed, just like everyone else on his team. All the other playmakers on his team, I should say. And even the running back was a wide receiver there. Like, they're going to find ways to manufacture possessions for Curtis Samuel. So that guy, he's another guy I'm drafting everywhere.
I'm just excited to see what his link up with Taylor Heinicke is going to be. That's what I'm excited for. It's going to be tons.
Well, don't forget, Kyle Allen played with him a lot in Carolina as well.
Oh, for real?
So yeah. So I mean, this is a super comfy spot for him. That's the thing. He got drafted into this offense last year with the 100 plus touches. That was in a different offense. So you take that experience and what he did,
yeah,
and now bring it back into a place of comfortability, or however you say that.
Comfortableness ability.
Comfortableness.
That's exactly it right there.
Yeah.
I mean, I would just say that that makes me a little worried because they finally realized how to utilize him in the offense that didn't draft him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like last year, like it's Matt Rule. Matt Rule down in
yeah.
They finally figured out how to use Curtis Samuel. Like, hey, he's not a high ADOT guy. Maybe give him the ball more around the line of scrimmage and let him use that natural athleticism to create space.
Wait.
I would say it has a lot to do with Christian McCaffrey not playing, and I'd say it also has a lot to do with Robbie Anderson's emergence in that offense when he wasn't there before.
Those are very good points.
Where's Curtis Samuel at now?
The
Washington.
Okay, he is in Washington. Okay, cool. I thought I was fucked up for a second. I was like, I knew he's in Washington. I was sorry.
No, he used to be in Carolina.
That's what it was. But I was sitting here. I was like, wait. I was like I couldn't remember what the switch was. I was like, wait, was he Washington? And then because I was like, that whole Taylor Heinicke joke did not land earlier. So, fucking.
He's a wide receiver 42 right now in terms of ADP as well, Jason. So I mean, you could get him super duper late.
I feel so comfy with him as a wide receiver 3. I mean, if he rounds out your group, I think you're good.
You could smash running back. I mean, honestly, you could take him as probably your 4 or 5. And still have a very well-rounded out team.
Mm-hmm.
So, Eric, we're going to jump right into your second pick after my dumbass confused the fuck where Curtis Samuel was out of. So, we're just going to jump right over that. Keep rolling.
Tom Brady.
Keep pushing. Skip this part of the podcast.
Tom Brady, he plays for the New England Patriots, obviously, right, Cam?
Nope. I was going to be like, hell yeah. No, it's only because I was thinking about our league.
It's all right. I just wanted to fuck with you. So
Tom
Brady is my guy this season. I have found myself Tim Bradley. I've found myself drafting Tim Bradley everywhere that I can. His ADP right now is QB 9. He's going overall at 70 at the 6'10". That is too high for me as far as a quarterback goes. I don't know where they're getting this data from. I've been getting him everywhere in like round 8, even like round 9. Round 8, round 9, I am super comfortable with Tom Brady in that. So let's just say, obviously he was good last year. He finished as the quarterback 10 in points per game in a points per game basis. So that's not bad at all. Let's look at from when he actually got Antonio Brown back with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He had his full complement of weapons healthy, essentially. Quarterback 7 in points per game on a 17-game pace. We have lost Jason there.
Jason's gone.
A 17-game pace. He was on pace for 642 pass attempts. That's his big old fat finger. Almost 5,200 passing yards and 42 and a half touchdowns. That is not too bad at all. And we've seen, Jason can attest to this, quarterbacks almost always struggle year one in Bruce Arians' offense. Sign my ass up for freaking his struggles last season. He's going to be better this year. Are you freaking kidding me? So I'm saying Tom Brady finishes in the top 5. I don't know. Jason wants to speak so bad. He's so excited about it.
I want to hear it because
I'm sign me up for it, dude. Sign me up for it.
Yeah.
We can't hear you.
Audio for Jason.
We can't hear you. Your microphone is stuck in your beard.
Yeah.
Can't hear you, bro.
Can't hear anything.
I will say this. I don't know, bro.
There he is.
It's because it's not Bruce Arians' offense. It's freaking Tom Brady's offense. And you can tell. We talked about it all last postseason with the way they used Fournette. It mirrored everything that he did in New England. And Arians said as much as this is Tom's team. Literally, Bruce Arians is just on autopilot right now. Tom Brady's doing all the work. And what would you expect any different? He left the place that he made historic. He left a true dynasty to come play with you. And it's because he can control the offense anywhere he goes. But they won't do anything at receiver in New England.
Well, that's true. I mean, yeah. But there was still a lot of Arians concepts in there with the heavy targeting of the slot receivers and all that stuff as well. I mean, Chris Godwin saw so many freaking targets in the postseason. It was ridiculous. So when it really mattered, he was getting all the targets.
But that's a Patriot thing.
Man.
Have a player just explode out of nowhere in the playoffs. And I had a secret playbook all year long.
But guess what? Instead of Wes Welker or Julian Edelman, it's freaking Chris Godwin and Mike Evans. Like he has better weapons.
Jesus Christ, I really called him
LeGarrette Blount.
I really called him LeGarrette Blount because that's how much he reminded me
Leonard
of
Fournette.
Leonard Fournette, yeah.
Gio Bernard's been catching balls out of the backfield. I'm just saying, man, with all those weapons out there, another year in a place, in a system, quote unquote, Tom Brady's going to tear. And he's not slowing down. He literally isn't slowing down at all.
Yes.
What the fuck is going on? He has vampire blood. He has alligator blood.
If you watch South Park, it's The Spice.
Yeah.
The Spice? Okay.
Yeah, you got to watch that episode.
You got to watch it.
It's the best episode ever.
Yeah.
I don't have to do anything that y'all tell me to do.
Tom Brady has
to. You're son of a bitch. All right. So,
quick. Two questions real quick. All right. So instead of Tom Brady, both of y'all are kind of like meh. So I've 4 guys going behind him. Would you rather have Tom Brady or, and I'll just hit them all 4 in a row, Matthew Stafford, Ryan Tannehill, Jalen Hurts, or Joe Burrow? Out of those 4, which of those would you rather have over Tom Brady for fantasy football in 2021?
If I had a choice, I would take Burrow or Tannehill.
I wouldn't take them over Tom Brady, but if it was a dynasty, absolutely I would.
Of course, dynasty, but yeah.
My only thing is I feel like I hate being that guy, but I feel like this is the year where we see a big injury for Tom Brady. I feel like he's going to overdo it. No. I feel like he's going to overdo it. He's going to be on this high. Everybody's going to be like, yeah, Tom's about to do another Super Bowl or whatever the Buccaneers
do. Do the Super Bowl.
They go do the Super Bowl, and he's going to get fucked up this year. I don't know if it's going to be from a hit or it's going to be from him being too crazy or whatever it is. I think this is the year. Fucking Save this clip right here. 35-54. This is the year Tom Brady is going to fucking take an injury. This is the year we're going to start seeing his age. He's still going to do good up until then. This is going to be the year we see it. I just feel it.
All right. Cam calling for Tom Brady's demise.
All my fucking shots, Twitter. You offended by that? Suck a dick.
The whole damn site.
The whole.
I'll blow one too because I'm a part of it. All right, so Jason, we're gonna flip it back to you for your
All right,
last.
here we go.
Your
Here we
last
go.
other guys. We're gonna the other guys, the ones that are overlooked, the ones that aren't good enough, the Will Ferrells and the fucking Mark Wahlbergs. Who is your last guy, Jason? Who is it?
The gloves are off, baby.
I'm ready
Gloves
for
are
it.
off. All right.
I got
Goddamn it.
chubby.
Here we go. As I know Eric's going to fight with me about this, so here we go.
Fuck him.
Bobby Tanya.
There
Bobby
we go.
Tanya. Hold up. Bobby Tanya.
Say it louder for Eric in the back.
Bobby Tanya.
There you go.
He's easily the second best receiving option on that team. Okay. He is playing with 2020's MVP. He came back. Sorry, my phone just went to 20%. Top 5 in standard and PPR last year. 52 catches on 59 targets for an
Holy
88% catch rate. So suck my ass, Eric. And then
I don't want to.
he averaged. All right, so here's where it gets screwy. He did average 4 targets a game last year, so he's not been featured as a major part of the offense. But he also scored 11 touchdowns. Okay,
There's a lot of touchdowns.
he's not going to score 11 touchdowns, but obviously they haven't addressed their red zone woes at all. So I say he's not going to, but nothing's different, and it's still sharp shooting ass Aaron Rodgers. So I say he's not going to because that's the safe thing to do. But what did they do to make that red zone offense any better? They didn't do anything. So I kind of look to Rodgers to still be thinking about him down there. I also think
Thinking about him way down there in his nether regions.
Yeah. But I also think a guy who's 27 years old, he's in his prime right now, okay?
Yeah.
He just had his blow up. He proved he was reliable. When you do that to a top-tier quarterback, when you do it to a guy like an Aaron Rodgers, they don't forget that. That's the whole reason he went to war with the Packers to begin with. It was because every time he got a rep with somebody, every time he felt comfortable with somebody, they didn't even attempt to retain him. So if that's really what was driving this guy, then you would think that Tanyan would have an incredible increase in targets this year, considering they got on the same page last year. This was also without a preseason. This was also without any kind of training camp that this occurred. So Rodgers is going to be looking for him now. Go ahead, Eric.
Real quick. Well, no, I just want to say this. You sold me on the peanut butter cookies and you sold me on Tanya. Tran's been trying to do it for a long time. Couldn't do it because he's an idiot. But you made it sound great.
Tran has a request.
Say that name again, Jason. Who is it?
Bobby Tanya.
Yeah.
Okay,
like
let me go ahead and just crush this feeble bullshit that I hear here.
People?
Okay, you said the key word, Jason. 59 targets. He was top 10, top 5, right? You said top 5 tight end. Let's take a look at the typical volume that a top 10 tight end gets. I'm not even going to count Travis Kelce or Darren Waller, who both saw 145 targets last season. That's anomalous. Those dudes are wide receivers. So I'm gonna help you out here. So the other 7 folks, but obviously not counting Tunyon, they were in the top 10, saw an average of 91.7 targets on the season. That is a lot more targets than 59. It's a massive outlier. His touchdown percentage was a direct result of Aaron Rodgers, who is a first ballot Hall of Famer, correct? We can all agree on that?
Absolutely.
He saw the highest, and he still is.
is.
He's going to be. Yeah, I mean, he should go in as soon as he's done. He saw the highest touchdown rate of his entire career in 2020.
Mm-hmm.
Anomalous. So regression comes for us all. No matter how great you are, no matter how shitty you are. if you don't see enough volume to sustain, like, okay, he saw an 18.6% touchdown rate, Robert Tunyon, that is. 11 touchdowns on 59 targets. Travis Kelce, who can all agree is the greatest tight end, fantasy tight end probably in the history of fantasy, maybe, I don't know. 7.6% touchdown rate, 11 touchdowns on 145 targets. That's more along the lines of the average there. Obviously, your tight ends are the guys that your quarterback looks to in the red zone. They're big body. They create separation. They do that box out move that Antonio Gates was just incredible at. The same thing with Tony Gonzalez. But let's look at a few players that had a higher target share, because we said red zone, right? A few players who had a higher target share inside the 20 with comparable targets, within 5 or 6 targets from Robert Tunyon, who saw 68 targets inside the red zone. Emmanuel Sanders, Nyheim Hines, Chase Edmonds, Dalton Schultz, and Russell Gage. Higher target share than Robert Tunyon. Those are his peers, talent-wise. Robert Tunyon is that level of talent. He's not Darren Waller, Travis Kelce level of talent. And the death nail or the nail in the coffin, whatever you want to say,
death nail.
Week 4. No Devontae Adams, no Equanimous, I don't know how you say that, St. Brown, and no Alan Lazard. He saw 6 targets, 6 receptions, 98 yards, and 3 touchdowns. That's the most receptions, most yards, and most touchdowns in a game that he had in 2020. His 20% or whatever of his entire fantasy points were from one game when no one else was out there to catch the ball for Green Bay. What is it? I don't know what his ADP is, man. If his
12.
ADP,
It's
okay,
tight end 12.
I'm good with that. Then I'm just saying, as a my guy, don't expect 5 touchdowns. He's not gonna, and I will bet you he doesn't get more than 5 touchdowns.
Did you watch the postseason?
We've really got to highlight this episode.
I need to go get those stats. I wish now that that's what you were going with, because I would have went and got the postseason stats. But let's just play your game, your favorite game to play.
Yep.
Okay. So you're taking Noah Fant, Mike Gesicki, Hunter Henry, Irv Smith, or Robert Tunyon.
Out of those, just Noah Fant.
You would take Noah Fant over Robert Tunyon.
Hell yeah, he's going to see more targets than Robert Tunyon.
And you don't even know who his quarterback is, but you know that Tunyon has the GOAT, or not the GOAT, but
Tom Brady is a GOAT.
I was talking about Rodgers.
Oh, no, I mean, I just don't care. Everybody's going to be healthier, man. They added Randall Cobb. They added a rookie wide receiver in the 3rd round. You still have Alan Lazard there. You still have MVS for some reason. He's still there.
I just traded him. I just got Darrington Evans and a 4th round pick for him.
I saw that. I was going to announce that live on the show.
Yeah.
But I was like, maybe he's
Dean just
trade.
gave. Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, Dean just traded him on the show. Shit, I forgot who we traded him for. My bad. I had it ready to go.
He gave me Darrington Evans, who's been getting a shit pile of work at camp. And he gave me Darrington Evans, and he gave me a 4th round pick for MVS.
Okay.
I love
Hey,
I don't agree with that, but cool.
We're getting super sidetracked right here. We about to hit that 45-minute mark. Erik, go ahead. And I'm totally on the Tunyon train. Tunyon, I don't know how to say his name, but I'm on the train.
Either way,
Tunyon.
if what Erik just said it was true, then he just moved up to tight end 9. And if you can't rank him at tight end 9, then you're lying to yourself.
That's fine. And you could draft him there just based off of that's where people are going to draft him. I'd rather have Adam Troutman. I'd rather have Jared Cook. I would rather have a lot more tight ends than Robert Tunyon. I don't think. Wow. I just think he's good. And for the record, he saw 4 targets in each game that he played in the playoffs. Saw 82 yards the whole time and caught 1 touchdown.
How many games do they play?
2.
Okay.
So 41 yards, average 41 yards. Okay, I should do this real quick because my battery's about to die on my other laptop. So, Amari Cooper, he's my guy. I've been beating that drum since we talked about the NFC East, I believe, with I forget who we talked. I think it was just us three. ADP wide receiver 16. That is 4 spots lower than CeeDee Lamb. Overall, he's been taken at the 406, so about halfway through 4. His ankle's good to go. He was activated from the physically unable to perform list, the PUP list, as of 2 days ago. And he's actually it's been incredible. He is Dak's favorite target. I don't care what anybody says. He saw 325 targets since being traded to Dallas in 41 games. He was traded in the middle of 2018, I want to say. So I took the averages for that, basically per game average for a 17-game slate. That averages out to 134 targets, 94-ish catches, about 1,250 yards, and about 8.5 touchdowns. I'm going to say he's going to do a little better than that just because I think the offense with Dak is going to be just incredible. So even if he does that, let's say he does that, holy shit. That's crazy.
But when do you suspect there'll be an offense with Dak? That's what I'll have to.
We're not even going to talk about that because it makes me very sad.
What we have to right now do is we have to say Amari Cooper is going to get the ball from Ben DiNucci. That's what we know right now. And until we get another MRI, that's what we know right now. So we'll wait. We'll see.
That's fine.
But as of right now, if you're in your draft and you take Amari Cooper high because you think Dak Prescott is playing,
you're an idiot.
You have to live with that.
Idiot.
I think that's a little bit of an overreaction to a shoulder that no one is there. His first MRI came back clean. There's been no issues whatsoever.
No,
I think they're being just a little overly cautious with their newly minted bajillion-dollar quarterback there.
But he's not practicing.
He don't need to practice.
He does.
No.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers is practicing.
Yeah.
He definitely don't need
Tom Brady's practicing.
He would be practicing.
Out there throwing balls around.
That's fine.
Friends.
Ryan Tannehill's practicing.
Yep.
Then that's fine.
Tennessee.
That's fine. You can overreact to another Dallas player if y'all want to. I'll end up getting Zeke for peanuts in a trade from somebody in Dynasty, but that's fine. But that's really all I had. I was going to say that projection to me, it with Dak is his floor. That's his floor. 94 catches and 1,250 yards and 8.5 and let's say 8 touchdowns. Sign my ass up for that.
I'm just going to say if you remember Jermichael Finley, rock with me. I'm not going to let you down.
One fucking tight end for the Green Bay Packers in 15 years now? Come on, man. Jermichael Finley had one good season, too.
I know what I'm looking at, dog. That 88% catch rate, man. That quarterback don't remember anything but the fact that you caught that motherfucker when he threw it. I'm telling you.
He threw it to you a handful of times. Come on now.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. I think we're going to go ahead and cut this right there. I think that we were about to go down a rabbit hole, and these two are going to end up breaking up a beautiful friendship that us three share. And I can't do that right now. More than ever. There's something I want to throw at the end of this real quick. Just happenings with us. I just want to let everybody know the amount of progression that Erik and I are making in our restart of Red Dead Redemption 2. We're both really pushing hard, and we're really working hard on it. I mean, it's kind of our passion projects right now. But the big passion project that I want to throw out there is right here to my man, Big Chill. The Low Down Dirty. If you aren't listening, go listen. When's the single dropping? When y'all got the next song coming out?
So we went ahead. We decided we weren't going to do the whole single thing like everybody else is doing, and we're just going to drop the whole EP on September 5th. It's the 2-year anniversary of Rancor, and we just said, you know what, we're just going to put it out there and see what happens. So
look, this is going to be my last tag for it, and this is my selling point for Low Down Dirty. I need you to hear me. If you were into Deftones, if you're into Incubus, if you like heavier stuff every time I die, if you just like aggressive, beautiful music, go check these guys out. It is amazing. I've got a chance to listen to one because he's a stingy fucker. I got to listen to one song off the album, and literally he didn't know that I saved it on my phone, and I listen to that shit every day fuck you pay me. Again, everybody from Cam to Jason to Eric to all of our fantasy friends, we are your fantasy friends, and we appreciate you tuning in with us. This has been a fun night. We're back as a whole unit. We're going to be back here next week. Hell, we might do 2 episodes. We'll see. Maybe not, because I'm a fucking bum and I'll probably be high. But if you need anything else, you need any advice, hit these guys up because these two are fucking amazing. Y'all got anything else, guys?
I had one thing to say real quick.
I had such a good out right there. Oh, shit. The kneel down. My bad. Already done the
Listen.
outro and everything.
No, I'm sorry, dude. I didn't even want to say that, but you gave me the opportunity.
Yeah, let me hear it.
Listen, I'm fucking tired. I'm fucking tired of everybody being goddamn offended about everything. Like, listen, I don't talk about politics like fucking ever because I don't give a shit. Let everybody do what makes them happy. That's my philosophy, okay? But I'm so sick of you keyboard fucking warriors on Twitter getting your fucking little virtue signal Batman fucking things that you keep in your mom's basement. And you get upset with someone who doesn't fucking fondle your balls over the same freak. Like, I'm going to post this out here, and if someone doesn't agree with me, I'm going to go ahead and block them because they didn't fondle my nutsack when they were fucking jerking me off and agreeing with what the fuck I was saying. Dude, get the fuck out of here, man. People, we are all adults, like legitimately adults. If I don't agree with you, I will not be disrespectful. But if I have a different take than you, and you come at me with some sort of sideways ass shit by like blocking me or fucking just randomly unfollowing me, like, I don't like what you had to say. You don't want to have discourse then. You don't care about having discourse. You don't care about anything other than your own point. So when you're having a conversation with someone, listen. Don't just think about what you have to say next. Really listen, because most of us aren't dickheads. I'm being a dickhead now because I'm just sick of it. But yeah, man, just listen to people. I will never. If somebody comes at you sideways and disrespectful, that's fine. But for real, just listen to what other people have to say. Stop being goddamn offended about everything. No one's trying to offend you. You're trying to be offended. So how about that? There's my kneel down. I think that's the first and only kneel down I've done on here.
I like it.
Yeah, and stop the programmed answers. Like, stop dick measuring everything. You know, it's always like, oh, well, that they did this. Well, they did that. Well, they did this. It's like, it's never an argument. You guys want a mediator, but you don't want a mediator. Because as soon as someone says somebody's right and somebody's wrong, you're ready to go to war about something else. It's bullshit. Be a fucking individual. How about that? That's what we lost.
Be an individual and post, original things. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, most of the people out there, like, I don't give 2 shits about your opinions unless it comes to maybe football, and then like you got some funny shit to say. Outside of that, I could care less about what the fuck you do in your spare time and what your beliefs are. So anyway, from all of us here at Fantasy Friends, get fucked, Twitter. Y'all have a good night. Thank y'all.
Also, if y'all want to be in an all defensive, how can we put it? Arcade style
best ball.
Yeah, best ball league. Hit us up. We got something brewing.
I love it.
And also, no, I don't have anything else to say. I'm just joking.
All right. Good night, everybody.
See y'all.
We love y'all. Trey, put a finger in.
Put a finger in.